Why not catch a ride to the nursery? They, and I'm being honest with you, I think that there's a lot of liability in this. I don't think anybody in this chat is going to make this business, but a service that would have been very useful for us, and I have a feeling that it could be, the industry could be bullish in large metropolitan areas where people choose to live car free. An Uber service where the cars have car seats, okay? Now I understand there's problems with this. Namely, like there's probably a lot of liability. You don't just put your baby in the Uber, that's crazy. But like just to get an Uber that has a car seat in it would be huge. It exists in New York. That's why it's the greatest city in the world, baby. Okay, we're already top 4. Almost everybody's running big lad up front, so I like this, and I like that. Pop me right here. Thoughts on New York banning Airbnbs? I'm very thrilled for New Yorkers. They're not banning them, right? They added a rule that I think is genius. Isn't the rule like you can run an Airbnb, but you have to occupy the same residence as the person that's a guest the whole time? So it takes it, Airbnb can still exist, but you have to bring it back to brass tacks, which is like when you let someone sleep in your extra bedroom and then you took them to the Capilano Suspension Bridge in the morning, and only 2 people at a time. It's instead of like buying a house and then turning it into a hotel, your ass basically just earned yourself a roommate. Holy cow, we're so back. We're back to couch surfing. Why does everyone hate Airbnb? There's a couple of reasons, and this is in good faith, okay? One is that it has contributed to the meteoric rise of the housing market by drastically reducing the available supply. Ergo, even if demand stays constant, prices increase. The other reason as a consumer is that Airbnb was goated with the sauce for like 8 years, and then it got commoditized and turned into like a, I don't know, like an influencer type career. So people would just leverage up to the fucking gills and get like 15 mortgages and have 14 Airbnbs and then like a little house that they live in themselves. And then it became worse than a hotel because it was just a hotel with no staff where you had to clean it yourself, and then you usually got dinged with like an enormous cleaning fee afterwards, even if you tidied up. Like we made the decision maybe like 2 or 3 years ago to just go back to hotels, because like for a while, Airbnbs were crazy good. They were cheaper than hotels, larger. You had a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, maybe a washer and dryer. It was really nice. Now, there were some costs you paid. You had to deal with some insane hosts, and sometimes the locations were not central relative to, where you wanted to be, but it was good, right? Probably still destroying the housing market, but at least the service was juiced, right? Eventually we got to the point where like we're paying way more than a hotel, is outside of like the entertainment district of the city, and then like every host is like, you left like a half open water bottle in the fridge, that'll be $70 to clean. And we were like, okay, well, enjoy fucking getting foreclosed on, I guess. Is like, I think that they did, my personal opinion with the hosts, I get that they're running a business, but at the same time, I feel like the hosts didn't realize how good they had it, and they started bending people over the barrel. And that's where I fell out of love with the Airbnb experience for sure. Airbnb was never good. I had some good Airbnb experiences. For some Paxes, when, it was between $1,500 for 4 days to stay at like the Comfort Inn in a little room that smelled like it was cleaned with apple cider vinegar, versus like a 1,500 square foot apartment that had 5 bedrooms in it. Like that was sick. But things that didn't last forever. Things changed. Hey, yo, Aaron, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. How many hidden cameras did it have? I don't know. What, you ever hear the expression, what daddy don't know won't hurt him? Nobody's eliminated. Back when Ubers were $5. So true. As Shibley would say, yerp.